Hey Frill friends, it's Gigi again. Today we are looking at a brand new set, just arrived. Should be online by the time this goes live. And this is a set from What Katie Did. We haven't had a new set from What Katie Did since the Blush Sateen, which was just before the holidays, if I remember correctly. So nice to have in something new from our favorite vintage reproduction style lingerie company. And it's green, which I know many of you love. It's a brighter green. Some of the greens we've had lately, which are beautiful, are more like deep foresty greens, dark teals. This is a really like pop bright apple green, they've called it. The name of the set is Ingrid. So it's an apple green satin with a black lace overlay. Really gorgeous effect. Overall, I find it very on par fit-wise for What Katie Did. The shape is different from the Blush Sateen on the bra, but the fit is rather similar. The band is very firm. Personally, I still had to go with the 36F for the cup, but what I did was I added an extender because I found the band too snug. I didn't go up to a 38 because unfortunately in 38 they stop at a DD, and I do need that cup size, so there was no 38E. Yeah, so quick little reminder, we sell two. This is a 2-inch. We sell 2-inch and 4-inch extenders that What Katie Did makes that perfectly line up and match their bras, which is really great because it allows for a broader size range. Yeah, so that's a quick little tidbit on the bra extender should you need one. But let's get back to Ingrid. Beautiful apple green satin with the black overlay lace. The bra has the whirlpool stitching like on a lot of bullet bras, but the shape is quite rounded, much more of a modern shape, which I know plenty of you prefer for under clothing. You love the vintage look, but you want a more modern shape, modern silhouette, which is understandable with modern clothing especially. So yeah, so it gives kind of that very vintage look, but the shape is still, you know, front facing projected, still a projected shape, but definitely much more rounded. And it's an interesting bra in that I wouldn't call it full cup, but I wouldn't call it balconette. Like it comes kind of to here. So it's not a balconette, which is more here. It's more like here, and a full coverage would be more up here. So it's kind of a demi-ish. Yeah, it's a unique shape. I can't think of another What Katie Did that's very similar to it. Nice shape, and I do think a lot of you will like it. Yeah, so What Katie Did, like a lot of our brands, uses the traditional plus method. You can read more about that on our sizing page. But you will find, for instance, if you typically wear a 34 DD in the Dita Von Teese line, you'll probably like that size here too. So yeah, we've got the satin here. I love the organza bows What Katie Did does. They're so cute. And then at the back, it's all mesh for comfort, but again, it's quite a firm mesh. So definitely stick with your size. Their bands are meant to fit nice and firm. Adjustable straps, of course. And on the inside, you get kind of a better look at that whirlpool stitching I was talking about. I love that the cup is half sheer. Super sexy look. Yeah, so that's the Ingrid bra. We have it from, I believe, 32B to 38DD or 36F would be the largest cup size. And it is very limited edition, though I have been told there might be a size refill, so we might be able to order in if your size is sold out, but there's a good chance we won't. So I would, as usual, pounce if you love it. And then moving on to the garter belt, it's more of a narrow style, meaning it's short, which I personally really like. I find that more versatile with different bottoms. I like deeper styles too, but I like having a few narrow belts in my wardrobe. It's a 6 strap, of course. One thing I noticed is that the back strap is longer than the 2 others, which is very important and good. But the straps in general, I found them a little bit shorter than some of my other What Katie Did belts. But they're still long enough. And they'll be especially great for those of you who I know some of you like to wear your stockings up really high, like right under the butt cheek. You'll really like that about this belt, that you'll definitely be able to shorten the straps because they start off short to just about, I don't know, that looks like about 2 inches. So you can get them up nice and high. The belt has all satin in the front with the lace overlay. It's got a little bit of that V stitching here, reminiscent of the stitching from Blush Sateen. Very kind of vintage look there. The little organza bow. And then at the back, you've got all mesh for comfort and 3 placket hook and eye closure. You know, again, some of us fluctuate throughout the month or whatnot, so it's nice to be able to adjust smaller and looser on a belt. And, you know, I'm sure I've talked about it before with most of you. What Katie Did belts are hands down like the best for garter belts. They stay up all day. They're incredibly comfortable. They keep your seam straight. They look authentic vintage. Like, they're really fabulous garter belts. Well worth the investment. They're also very easy to use with the wider clips. Most people find them very user-friendly. So that's the little Ingrid garter belt. And the bottoms, the belt and the panty are available in US sizes 4 to 14. I would say they fit true to the size chart. The belt fits nice and firm. I probably could have done the 14. I took home the 12 because I tend to like my belts nice and snug. Probably would do the 14 in this, but that makes sense as my waist does fall in the 14 size chart. So yeah, follow the size chart and you should be fine. And I would say the same with the panty, and that you can actually push the hip measurement because the back is all mesh, the sides are all mesh. It's got great stretch both in length and in width. Again, my waist size falls into the 14. My booty well exceeds it. But I quite liked the fit on these, actually. I liked the high leg on a high waist. Being especially a shorty, I find it like elongates the leg. I like that look. I find it a little more comfortable. Sometimes on a lower leg, if the leg hole is too firm, it can be uncomfortable if you have juicy thighs, which I do. Yeah, we've had several styles from What Katie Did that are this cut, this high leg, high waist, and many of you really like it. I'm just noticing now, I missed it on the garter belt, there's also this stitching, this kind of V stitching here. So again, in the panty, they've got the V, and then there's this stitching here. It's very sweet, very subtle. Yeah, and again, it's got that beautiful green satin in the front with the black lace overlay, and then it's all mesh at the back for comfort and great fit. So that's about it. That's about all I have to say about Ingrid, gorgeous Ingrid. I think it's a really great set going into spring, especially for those of you who aren't into pastels but want to bring a little more color into your lingerie wardrobe. Why not try Ingrid? In stock now at Gigi's. As always, feel free to email me with any fit questions or whatnot that you might have about any of our lingerie, and go check out Ingrid from What Katie Did. Yeah. Thank you. Bye.